Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Shapez 2 1.0. If you haven't seen it before, it is a factory automation sim puzzle game where you are effectively taking shapes and then cutting them, shifting them, rotating them, combining them into specific other shapes. Often, weird Franken shapes made from squares, triangles, other shapes that I don't have names for, and turning them into whatever a desired output is to hit a certain quota, hit a certain amount, and then unlock new tiers, upgrades, more shapes to make, more machines to work with. It's really cool. They've added loop-de-loops and a bunch of other stuff. God, this game looks cool. I love the just completely unnecessary corkscrew that they've added here. Why not, right? Anyway, I guess we're going to dive in, but before I do want to say a very quick thank you to Tobspur. It's one of those where you just read it and you're like, yeah, Tobspur, and then you try and say it out loud and you just sound really goofy. I'm curious what the actual pronunciation is, but more than that, I want to dive in. So, certification. Vortex Ltd requires every operator... Oh, no, this is the tutorial. We don't need that. So, manufacturer. Vortex imploded. Process dimensional waste through trade stations, collect refined shapes, and rebuild your platform in the Vortex Grand Assembler. That sounds interesting. But I think I want to stick to Classic. I don't need the tutorial this time around. I'm just going to be playing regular. Oh, wow. Okay. Factory needs you. Shape demand is an all-time high. Standard simulation. Then there's hard. Tougher than the standard one, more complex shapes and tighter requirements. Insane. And then hexagonal. I wonder if you can actually graduate up. Okay, and what's difficulty? Platform capacity, goal multiplier, free copy and paste. Oh boy. Oh, well that's fun. I think I'm just going to keep it at normal. I don't really care. And go with that. Let's see, map generation. Huh, it's a spiral. That's fascinating. Why? Why not? Okay. Do I care about any of these? Patch size growth? No. Like, I could mess with these, but... Yeah, enable spiral. I don't know, I kind of love the spiral. I think that's really cool. And probably gives you room to work in the space between. There's so much stuff you can do for the map generation. That's wild. And challenges, I'm not going to mess with any of these because 1x1 machine platforms. Oh, man. Yeah, we're just gonna start a totally regular save file and dive into this one. Let's see. Oh, I feel called out. Factory assignment. Welcome, fresh operator. Congratulations again on earning your operator's license. Not everyone makes it through the operator certification program, you know. Vortex Ltd really needs you here. The demand for shapes has never been higher, and we're running behind schedule. Your task is straightforward. Deliver the required shapes to the Vortex as efficiently as possible. Prove yourself and you'll unlock new technologies to expand your operation. This is a standard simulation. Nothing too crazy. Build smart, scale up, and you'll do just fine. I will not build any spaghetti factories. I'm so glad that terminology has stuck. Okay, so we're gonna completely ignore all of this stuff out here because we don't need to at the moment. I don't think, or no, we do. Oh, we do. Oh, okay. So previously, this all just required shapes, but now, okay. So I think I can put maybe a shape mine on one of these spaces that's just blue, because we have these that creates pre-generated pieces, which I could maybe work with. Okay, let's take a look at all of these. Yeah, so we've completed our certification, or at least the certification teaches you all of the basic stuff. So we have all of these general structure things. And now if we want to make it up to the next section, oh boy. Okay, so we also have jobs. So these, I see. So this is a milestone task. So if I want to make it up to the fluids and painting. But we also just have regular jobs that only require a certain number of these that I can turn into various stuff. Oh gosh. But these will unlock various shapes and abilities, and that gets me platform capacity and research credits. So, how the heck am I doing this? Okay, so we have space belts, asteroid miners. So if I want to build an asteroid miner, put it here. Can I not put it on one of these? Oh, this is probably for the color mines. Well, let's take a look at jobs. First and foremost, we might as well pin this one, this one, this one. I might as well just pin a bunch of them, right? I don't know when I get access to making this sucker, because this one seems like it would be much easier. So we're looking for these shapes. We do actually, ooh, this is pretty good. So let's start with this one, actually. Start here. And space belt it. Because we want to loop this in. The only immediate problem is, do I... Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Okay, cool. So what this is going to do is... Okay, this is a mining platform. So we can make mini miners on each of these. Yeah, so can I can't put one here, right? Yeah, that won't do anything. So there must be some way that I can actually extend how much mining space this has. But not at the moment. Okay, so we're just going to have each of these pipe in. There's no resources. This is not like, I mean, most other factory automation games where you actually have to worry about, oh, are they all just going on this lane? That's interesting. So we can have 3 different input tracks. Huh. I'll have to keep that in mind. And if there's some way of controlling this. Okay. So, unlike other factory automation games where you have to worry about this stuff, this one... Yeah, I think this will just pull. I'll do 2. Go from here. You have unlimited resources to build anything you could possibly want. Space is your main limitation, and speed. So I'm going to just make this one real quick. It's nice and easy. So we have a cutter. Cutter will remove everything on the left side or the right side. I can flip it. Let's see. There we go. And then I can probably just have these merge. Because my belts aren't nearly fast enough to actually go further. Oh, max platforms you can place. Complete jobs. Okay, so we'll be able to scale that up, but we don't need to. You know, I guess I could actually potentially get more of these. Because yeah, I'm going to need 750 of these. That's going to take some time. So, sure. Let's split this up. It's the, pipette. C is the copy. Okay, does that just work as a splitter? Perfect. I like these little bumpers. The animations for this are just so good. Okay. And then we can just have this kind of crunch down. I might actually just be lazy, just so we don't run into any bottlenecking. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So now we have no bottlenecking. This is stacking up a little bit. Oh, because... it turns out that, yeah, I do actually need 4 of these. So I gotta figure out how the belts 2 and 3 work. This is probably covered in the tutorial, but I didn't want to just do tutorial stuff this time around. Because that's what I did with my last playthrough, and that took a while. Let's see. So do I want to copy and paste more of these? Yeah, sure. Because this is a temporary arrangement. Everything gets torn up, more or less, after I'm done. Okay, there we go. And so instead, I'm just not gonna fuss. There we go. I'm just gonna build big and... Oop. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna build big and make the most of what I've got. Yeah, it's because all of this is stacked up. Eventually it'll clear. Okay. Well, one way or another, this will be done quickly. Let's take a look at this one. So we need... Honestly, I think this one does the trick. Yeah, this is perfect. Because if you notice, this and this, these two shapes kind of come cleanly off of this one. can just put this here and do the same thing. Miner booster. Connect an asteroid miner to activate additional spots. Oh, so if I put this here, that's how we get the additional spots. We just don't need them at the moment. Cool. But yeah, the game's like, don't do spaghetti factories, when like the whole game, I mean, efficient factory building is good, but the whole game really does feel like it works and is built for spaghetti factoring and just making, you know, as many as you can and then just letting them run. Sure, I could build, I could scale this up or increase the amount of mine outputs to crank this and get it done faster. But it's just as easy for me to like go over here and start working on this section and start prepping it. Okay, so we want to have a couple of these. So I need to make this shape. Oh, which is perfect. So we have a cutter. Oh, do we not have the... We have research credits. Machines. What I want is this cutter, but it's going to cost 300. Separates the west half and east half of any shape. So that means without it... Or actually... Bring these out. Bring these here. I just want to separate these. So we're not as overwhelmed. Hold up. We actually don't want to do that. We want to... Can I have this one flip? It's the west half of any shape. I can rotate it. I guess I don't have a choice. Okay. Yeah, we want to split these because this is going to take a while anyway. Oh no, that's super bad. Here we go. And then have all of these just pipe right in here. And should be good. You can have those convert down. Go here. And we're good. Alright. So this way we're going to be producing, well, I guess as soon as I finish this. There we go. So now I'm going to be producing each of these shapes. Oops. There we go. Bring this in, bring this in. Okay, cool. So now we're going to be slowly making these and these. Is it ideal? No. But as soon as I get those, as soon as this is done, I will be able to switch these cutters with the upgraded one that splits them, at which point I can retool this entire thing so that we're able to double our output. Right now, we're only doing halvesies, but hey. Okay, well that goes. Do I want to look into anything else? Kind of do. Okay. Because I do have this. Oh, milestone is complete. Let's collect. Oh, that only gets me 100? Ouch. Oof. Okay, so now all of those remaining shapes are no longer getting me anything. I need to get a half circle and stitch it on top. Let's think about that. Okay, what does this do? Because, yeah, the last time I played this... Oh... We can also... Oh, level up. So I can go back down if I want to. So this might mess some things up with my line. I want to figure out where these circles... Okay, so the circles are now just getting thrown in. That's not great. So I wonder if it's one of those where we want to actually combine these down. Okay. I'm going to try this. Just out of sheer curiosity. Obviously, this is going to give me a bunch of duds that just go into the vortex. I love the look of the vortex. But this is going to give me a little bit of duds until I can kind of clean this up. So let's get rid of these. And bring this here. Bring these back. That there. Okay, cool. So if we're lucky, what this is going to do, because I could potentially do sorters, I could also do like vertical levels. There's probably a couple of different things that I could do. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. What if I did that? There's probably some trick that I can get all 4 of these belts to go at different levels, but I'll have to figure it out. Okay, so one way or another, this area, this needs to go. So first and foremost, we need to cut that western half off. It's just not doing me any good. Might as well do that for both of them. Okay, so we need to... Do we not have the counter rotator? Oh no. There's no way for me to unrotate this. I mean, there is. But the reverse rotator requires 200 of these. So... That's evil. Okay. Cutter, stacker. So the stacker will combine things together. Perfect. I think I'm just going to make 4 of these. Bring this here. Okay. Get rid of those belts. Move this here, 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 and here. And that, perfect, is going to give me exactly what we need. Combine those down. Is it clean? Is it fast? No. But is it going to give me the shape eventually? Yes. Which is fine. We can figure everything else out later. I mean, if anything, the main issue I'm having is that I need more of these. No, I can fit them in. Okay, so I'm actually going to have this one feed all 3 of these. Because this is slow enough that we could probably have a whole separate section. I mean, it's fine. Okay, so let's copy and paste this. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Move this here. So far, so good. Move this here. So far, so good. Okay. Oh, do I only have access to level? Oof. Okay. Yeah, let's just get rid of all of these for the moment. Because this is going to be a bit tricky. Oh, can I just have it reverse? Oh no. Okay, bring it back. Place an anchor. There we go. Make sure it doesn't freak out on me. Perfect. Bring it up. Place an anchor. Another anchor. There we go. Okay. And this should work. I guess maybe what we do is take this one, combine it there. This one here. This one here. This one here. Yeah, unfortunately, crossing over my pre-existing belt lines gets freaky weird. There we go. Okay, so that's about as much as I'm going to be able to create shape-wise on this one. I could scale it up, but I'm honestly just running into machine ain't fast enough levels of slowness. So instead, let's look to other projects. I need blue squares. Well, we have one option. Put it in here? Sure. Because this will give me the blue squares. We're just going to have to butcher them. Kind of hard. Asteroid miner. Do we throw a bonus in? Sure. Might as well just get all of these. And see if I can... Oops. There we go. Yeah, see if I can just go for maximum output here. There we go. So this is going to loop all the way over here, come back down to this, and we just want to make a couple variations. There we go. Might need to do more of one. So, once again, I need more research slots if I want to get the, like, good stuff, but... what I can do is just this. Oh. And we might as well just have this offload in there. We might have to move some of these things around. Luckily, it's so easy to just copy and paste whole groups that this doesn't take huge amounts of time. Hopefully these will be... yeah, okay, they're there. Okay. Do the same thing here? Yeah. So... making this is going to be a pain. Do I want to wait? Yeah, I think we do. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to speed run as many of these as I can get. Because much as I'd like to make these single bits, because that'll unlock the next tier of mechanics, that's going to be so much effort. And it's probably better to look into something else. Because I know if I take oh. Yeah, this is going to make it much easier. I might just have to move some things. Well, this is slow as heck. So I'm actually going to just bring this here and delete these. Okay, so we're done with this one. So we can collect, get a little bit more. Now I'm going to have to stack a half circle onto these. Do I have a half circle? I do. Well, I think I'm just going to be lazy. Oh, won't let me do that. Fair enough. There we go. Yeah, I could potentially, like, get rid of some of the belt systems here. But I don't think I care. Okay, there's 4. Eat. This actually looks really clean. Okay, now we've got the cutters. So here's the issue. Let me get rid of these. We might actually have too many set here, but it's fine. That should be enough. And that should give us this shape. Not in huge quantities is the one downer. And so yeah, I could spend research credits on certain upgrades. Oh. Okay, speed multiplier of all machines and platforms. Yeah, that used to be cheaper. We do also have trains, decorations. Oof. Well, it's fine. I'm sure as we continue with this, we will unlock plenty of things kind of quickly. Namely, we want that cutter. The swapper would be huge too. There's also the reverse rotator, which would be nice, but I think I want the cutter. Okay, so this is done. Machines, get the cutter. Alright. Oh, yeah. So this no longer does anything for me. So let's figure it out. So I want this one. So I then want to rotate then I'm going to want to rotate. I'm going to have to put it here. And put this here, which will make the correct shape. Okay. Wait, destroy it though? F to flip? Oh, but it's flipping the wrong way. Ouch. Okay, let's just see how many of these I can jam in here. That'll do. Okay. Then we can just have all of these merge in. Go here. Looks like I can get at least one more. Instead of 2. There we go. Because yeah, we might as well just go for really sloppy, but expedient factories. Yeah, the one problem is all of these are going to be glacial, but it's fine. Ooh, at least that's worth 200. Yeah, some of the more expensive things are actually going to be a lot cheaper. Also, this is easy. Kind of. Okay. Space platforms. Miners. To supplements. Go back in. Scale this up. Because, yeah, for this one, we just have to do the same thing, but slap a circle on top of it. So we just need to scale up the amount of circles we're jamming in here. Which is a mess. There we go. Maybe not. No, I think I'm going to need 4 of these. 1 for each set of 2. There we go. Do 4 stackers. Yeah, luckily all I need is like both of these lines. Yeah, can't go higher. Both of these lines to just do that. Oop. I need to use anchors more. There we go. Okay, so that should give me an amount of circles that then go on top. Yep, gets me what I need. Is this the fastest and most expedient way of making this? I have no idea. But given the constraints that I'm currently working with, it's probably good enough. Because once again, all I need to do is set it up, let it run. I'm gonna need more of these. Because these things are glacial. Go back up a level. These circles can just distribute through that, probably. Is that autosaving? Ah, autosaving. Okay, so let's... Nope, nope, nope. Have this move here. And here. Okay. And then let's just move this here. And here. Because, yeah, the stackers are the slowest thing. You can actually check how quickly it can make. So it can make 20 per minute. So effectively, we want to have 1 stacker per stacker. I'm sure I could probably figure out better rates than this, but this is fine. Nothing is overwhelmingly stuck. It's going at a good clip. It'll be done eventually. Okay. Oh. I just realized I messed up here. Somebody probably noticed that and freaked out at me. And for that, I say I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was this one that has to be... has to be stacked. You know what, actually? Let's just do that. Okay, get rid of this. This is the one that needs to be stacked. Okay, so in that case, we need 4 stackers. Well, actually, this could make 60 per minute. This can only do 20 per minute. So that means 2 per. Ugh. This is silly. Oh, can I get the reverse rotator? Yes. Oh, that's going to give me a huge amount of space. Okay, let's just tear this all up. I might as well put the reverse rotators here. Do I? I mean, I don't really need them. Yeah, something like that, presumably. I'm so glad you can undo. The fact that you can undo in this game instantly makes it actually one of the best factory automation games. Because no other game lets you do that. At least not in this genre. That I can think of, anyway. Okay, now that we've done that, back up to this, over here, same general deal. And then back down. Jorp. Jorp. Oh, you know what? I just realized I still need a cutter. Oh. Okay. Let's figure this out. Oh. I'm doing everything wrong. Okay, let's get rid of the reverse. It's fine. This is what happens when I build a factory, forget about it, come back to it, and have to do something with it. And then, mess it up, apparently. Okay, so the problem is, I need to actually rotate this thing twice. Okay. So in that case... go for those. Then into the cutters. Because yeah, this is 60 per. So 2 of those can handle 3 of these. Okay, something like this? I don't know. This is hell. That's kind of working. It's not working. Yeah, I haven't given myself enough space for this. So... I guess the best thing I can do is just something like this. I don't know. It's close enough. Okay, now that the horrors have finished, I think it's done. Everything is coming out. The weird half Pokeball is being made. Except for like one of these? Nope, looks like we're done actually. Okay, messy. Okay, what is the breakdown on this horror? Okay. Layer view. Oh. So it just wants one more layer on top of it. Okay. Well, if these are being stacked and we don't need to think about them, then I won't be thinking about them. It's this madness. The wild part is, yeah, we actually could get another layer up in here. Kind of. Because, yeah, it turns out, I mean, this is way stacked up. We have space. So, in that case, tear it up. I think I'm just going to have to copy this. I don't know. Do we want to just take that there? Have that work both of those? Have this work both of those? Have these two come up? Do we need to? No. And if anything, maybe I should move this down another layer. Maybe. At least we might as well make it a lot denser. So how many of this? 8? 8. There we go. Is it perfect? No. Is it working? Yeah. Because, yeah, the problem is optimizing any of these lines isn't going to make anything go faster. It really feels like just splitting my attention between a gazillion different lines simultaneously is going to do the trick. So now I just have to slap another one of these up. Okay, so once again, 4 per line. I don't think we need 4 per line. I think we need exactly 8 of these. Do we? I don't think we even need 8. Let's start with 3. 4? Let's do 4. Yeah, unfortunately, I still don't have the ability to do the lines. Okay. So we just need to have one more of these in this configuration. Lined up here. And that should, I hope, result in what we need. It looks right. It is right. Perfect. Okay, so we can finish this one off. Okay, so this just needs a square under it. This makes me uncomfortable. Like this okay. Ru 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 ru. Kasusu su ku 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 ku. Something about that feels like it's a title for like a hentai. I don't know. Okay, let's move this here because this is actually having some rate issues. I'll speed things along. Okay, so I need to figure out how to get a freaking square in here. Oh, good. At least we have squares in high supply. Hold up. I was going to work on that one. We'll get back to it in a bit. That's the doubles. I mean, it could. Because, yeah, why rebuild this thing every time? Where am I? Oh, no. I could also just save the blueprint. Okay. Where's my base? There's my base. Yeah, so I can just do that. And I can just copy and paste that whenever I want. So this needs to go. In fact, all of this needs to go. Bring this over. Bring everything here. Perfect. So I think I'm just gonna drag that in there. Perfect. Bring that there. And then this can just go here. All right. Messy. But again, all I need to do is get a factory that works. Every single one of these tasks takes long enough that by the time I'm done working on them, one of the other ones is finished and then I can move on it. So I can easily just make the world's worst spaghetti factory in a number of these regards and be totally fine. There we go. Whoops. And if it's going to bottleneck like that, but I mean, there's just going to be a lot of bottlenecking, ain't there? It seems like some of these are moving faster than others. I just don't need to care. It's not like other factory automation games where you need like a specific throughput maximum efficiency for like iron or steel or coal or anything like that. This one is just like, whatever, man. Just walk off, go do something else for a while. Because yeah, this is stacking up reasonably well. This is going. Oh. Oh. Well, that would explain why this got slow. And also, we don't need it. Because we're done. So I think I'm just going to be lazy and start making the... start making this. It's going to be really hack job, though. Because here's the thing. If I need to make a red circle, then I think this is the easiest way for me to make one. There's probably other ways of doing it, but I don't think I care. It's good enough. I'm going to have to make 2,000 of these, but it's so lightweight that I can just check out and go work on other things while that goes. Okay, before we finish things off, I know we took a long look at classic mode, but I realized with 1.0, there's actually a couple of things I haven't announced and talked about yet. One is just mod support, that there is greater, deeper, and native mod support now in the game. I don't know how many mods there are, and frankly, for a game that just hit 1.0, it kind of doesn't matter to me at the moment. But I love the fact that this does have mod support just baked in, either for adding new technologies to, mess with the shapes, or new challenges and other features that the developers either might not have thought about, or maybe just didn't have time to put in, or just weird and wild stuff. Modding has always been such a good way of keeping a game alive years after launch, and so I'm so happy to see more games pushing in that direction. Anyway, the other thing that is coming with 1.0, or is out now today with 1.0, is manufacture mode. We've seen this go by, but I didn't actually poke at it too much. Your vortex imploded. Process dimensional waves through trade stations to collect refined shapes and rebuild your platform at the Vortex Grand Assembler. So this is meant to be played... Okay, that'll unlock more things. But this is meant to be played after... There we go. This is meant to be played after you've gotten at least a fair bit of experience with with the classic mode, and is slightly different. So okay, we already did that. So what does this do? Just gold multiplier. We'll just stick to normal, go from there. I don't think we care too deeply about any of the other settings, because once again, I'm gonna get thrown off. Okay, so this is slightly different. Welcome back, operator. Let's address it directly. Your vortex overheated and imploded. The facility is gone, the platform is gone, and your operational clearance has been, let's call it suspended. We cannot let you near a real factory now. Congratulations, or regulations, you understand. However, we're not unreasonable. We have a new job available for you on the other side of the simulation, where the shapes that other operators deliver into their vortexes end up as thermally processed waste. Someone has to deal with that. Take the damaged shapes, polish them, and bring them to the trade stations to exchange them for better shapes, emerald, gold, diamonds. Collect enough and you can begin assembling a new vortex platform, the Vortex Grand Assembler. Complete it and we will consider reinstating your factory clearance. No promises. Oh, you again. Remember that little incident with your vortex? Yeah, we're fixing that today. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Oh, this ain't much. This is your dimensional waste receiver. All that dimensional waste now has to go somewhere, and that somewhere is your problem now. Process waste at polishing stations, then trade the results at trade stations for refined shapes. Rebuild your vortex platform and we'll consider giving you a real simulation again. No pressure. So build a polishing station. Okay, take the waste from the dimensional waste receiver, cut it, and deliver to the polishing station. Okay, I'm just going to do this for now, and we'll see what we get. So this is going to output pluses. Okay. So this just wants half. Oh, well, that's easy. So if I need to cut this, we want to do 3 per minute. So I have 4 lines, so we do need 12. Oh, okay. So that should be 12? I think so. So each of these goes to 3. So let's try and have each of these lines kind of go out here. Perfect. You know, I'm going to have this wiggle here for reasons. And then we're going to select all of this, copy it, flip it, and do the same. Fuse these down. Move that there. Let's see, place an anchor. And then I can select all of these. Copy, paste, flip, and we're good. Oh, right, and I have to have the outputs. Okay, once you complete the milestone, the station will output refined shapes in return. Your current factory is way too slow. Scale it up to at least 8 polishing stations. Okay. Well, big one is... Oh. And I can't get to a higher tier. Because, yeah. How do I actually pull from these other lines? It was something that was probably handled in certification. Which is a little unfortunate for me. At least we can put this here for the time being and scale up. Okay, so now we're pulling from these two. Oh, I see. So this is first floor, second floor, third floor. And there's no... Well, okay, hold up. If we scale out, can I copy and paste this entire platform? I can. Okay, back to this. So that might slow some of this down, but at least now I can have 3 of these. So, pipette this. Move this here. There we go. That's not it. I just want to take a look at these. Oh, so currently I can't scale this up because I need more. Well, that's fine. Because I could copy and paste this. And put these here. And just route them out. And that should be enough. We have no bottlenecking issues. And this seems to at least currently be maximum output that I can possibly pull off. Well, we've hit our quota. We've got all of these, so unlock the reward and the milestones. Okay. Polished waste is a start, but the traders want more. Process it further at the ruby station to produce genuine ruby. This also unlocks trains. You need them to move shapes. Yeah, so this is why we don't... you want to do classic mode first. Train basics. I think we're just going to take a look at this and what it requires, rather than trying to do more. Okay, so ruby station. I guess I'm just going to slap it down and we'll just see what it looks like. What does it need? Oh. Okay, so this needs actually a combination of shapes. Because what I'm going to have to do is fuse these things together. Yeah, rotate and then fuse. And then we also need to input this stuff. So to some degree, probably better if I build it elsewhere. Let's see, space platforms. Once again, I can kind of copy and paste a lot of this stuff comfortably. Oh, actually, we can do this. So we can have 2 rotators per line. But I'm also going to need stackers. 6 per. I mean, that's this entire setup. Yeah, I can't build more. The one thing I could do is... if it's 6 per line... that means one of these can handle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That. Which is just kind of an insane output. However, it kind of works. Because I can have stackers here, go here, go here, go here and back. Okay. Then we want a bunch of rotators. Like that. Okay, so we've got the completed stuff. I am going to need to move this. One tile further. At least. I'll move it 2. There we go. So have that go there. Move this here. Flip it. And we don't need that one there. Oh, actually, let's undo everything flipped. I just need to make sure that this entire setup is correct. And we're good? Yep, looks like we're good. So I can copy and paste all of this, flip it vertical. Here we go. And go from this. And like, there's a possibility that I can get more inputs into this one, but it's going to be tough. The entire point of this is to be as efficient with your factories as possible, which seems doable. Because the more I can output out of each and every one of these sections, the better. So let's cancel this, copy and paste this. Or no. Because this might actually have a higher output than this. I'd have to look into it. But at least at the moment, I'm more interested in just getting that set up. So let's just get a basic miner here. And yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea if this is going to work. Or be that efficient. But it's fine. And yeah, what I might as well do is have all of these just jam into this belt here. Copy and paste. Let's see. That there. All right. So that's maximum output, so I can copy and paste this. If I want to, I'd have to add more like miner boosters to get full output on that one, but that's fine. So then I need to find circles. Let's copy and paste this over here. See, we don't have circles anywhere else. With that, I could potentially like flip and move things, but I think this is fine. I'll just put that there. And yeah, I can have this cut over the entire setup. Oh, I actually don't need to on this one. It's this one that needs to get over here. I'll just get a regular platform. We just need to do, I mean, kind of this. Put this here. So it's squares on the bottom, circle on the top. So the main issue is I'm going to have to figure out how to... Apollo 13, launch something. I'm going to have to figure out how to get the squares to come in from the sides. Oh, but we don't need all the rotators. Which actually gives me a ton of space. Or, because, yeah, could do an amount of this better. I just don't know how. Leave that there. Okay. Because I can do something like this. And then have this come here. And that's 12. So actually we could get rid of all of these. At least for the moment. So maybe what I do is I copy and paste. And have it rotated the opposite direction. This is going to work. But maybe it doesn't need to. Copy, paste. Because I can stagger this down by 1. Looks a little ugly. Let's go back up to this, close these off. I just want this to be as tight as I can possibly get it. So we have these two lines here. There we go. Okay. Just this go here. And that go there. Okay, so this isn't going to work exactly. Or maybe it will. Because I can do that. Alright. It's ugly. But it'll do. Now I just have to figure out how to get... Oh, perfect. That there. Or I can cancel this. Toggle level visibility. Okay, here we go. Put that there. Perfect. And there we go. This is a hack job, but I think this is good enough. Let's take a look. So circles go on... Oh. Circles go on top, which means this is actually not going to work. This is going to work. Then I want to kind of do the same thing here. switch my camera angle. Okay. And supposedly, this should work. The main problem is just getting these resources in place. Having them snake around my entire factory kind of sucks. And I might have to think about making an alternative later. I just want to see what this looks like. Yeah, there is trains, which we haven't messed with. Oh, I've completed a quota? Oh, it's this one. Got it. But we still need to be producing those to make the rubies. Oh, boy. Okay, so that's being input. Let's take a look at this. Oh, okay. There we go. So, yeah, we had to get the shapes onto the next level. Let's see, does that activate every single mine? It does. Okay, so these... Or, no? Still outputting glacially. Yeah, so the miner boosters... Yeah, up to 3 miner boosters, I see. So this is the maximum possible output I can have. But now that we've got them onto level 2, this should work. The level 1 stuff is just going to stay stuck there, I suppose. And honestly, this is enough output for now. I just want to make sure the rest of this works, because, I mean, it said no spaghetti factories, but here we go. Yes, got it. Okay, so I like the manufacturing mode, mainly because, unlike the normal mode, you're not deleting your factories at all. You are, in fact, actually keeping it, keeping everything and just constantly chaining into new, consistent structures. Because what's happening here is effectively, I'm providing this, admittedly, very slowly. It'll filter out once things start backing up. But I can't delete this chain. You know, to make the plus signs, I have to make this stuff. So I have to process the waste into the half plus signs, which I then fuse into the regular plus signs, which I put into this. Like if we check this thing, yeah, so I need these 2 shapes to be able to make the ruby crosses. To make the next thing, I'm gonna need the ruby crosses, blue squares, and that to make the blue crosses. And keep working my way up for... Actually, I'm gonna say not that long. Yeah, this makes the hourglass. Oh. And then this might bypass back to the regular? No, sorry, the hourglass then needs to be flipped or rotated and then fused again to make that. And then we also need to supply these 2 to make that, and then onwards. And then that'll complete this and give me a new difficulty level. And so, if you like the idea of Satisfactory, but you don't really like how so much of it is just build a quick, dirty factory for whatever your output is, and then move on, this is for you. This is the version that actively says, like, okay, no, this is what you have to do to keep your factory around. And I actually think that's extremely cool. See, platform capacity, train speed, train capacity. Trains are probably going to be extremely helpful here. But, is what it is. 180 rotator, I mean, that'll be nice. I'll have to think about some of these things. But, so right now, if you notice, I'm barely putting in, oops. Oh, that doesn't help. I'm barely putting in these shapes at all. Because we're having a bit of a bottleneck. Oddly, oh, on squares, of course. And so, because of that, I need to scale this up. But then eventually, this is going to be the bottleneck that we're just not producing enough. So I need to make 2 or 3 of these to keep making more and more of these. And I think that's just kind of an interesting and fun system to play around with, and one that I look forward to experimenting with at a later date. I think I'd still do classic mode first, just very much because there are some mechanics and some stylistic things, trains and color handling, that probably are easier to like get used to in... Oh, wow. Oh, wait, right. Because I disconnected everything. There it's going. There's a number of things that are going to be easier to learn and get used to in classic mode as opposed to this version. Well, that's fine. Okay. Please tell me this thing is outputting correctly. Yeah, it is. It's just slow. Yeah, that's fine. But so this is the mode where everything you do kind of stacks up and adds to the sum total. And I think that's neat. I'm glad to see that it was added, and I think it's going to give this a decent amount of legs for people who want to play more, rather than just like having to have more complicated, weird shapes. And then you actually have to contend with the space a lot more, because, you know, I'm already starting to snake around in a way that feels bad. And so figuring out how to like make that work is going to be very compelling. Oh, and that's going so much quicker. I don't like the fact that it's not quite synced up. Okay. There it is, kind of. Oh well. Anywho, I guess with all this said, let's go back to the main menu. Well, I mean, I guess I could watch this run for a little while. But might as well mention before I go that Shapez 2 is available now on Steam in 1.0, so if you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It is genuinely... Let's see. Build a donation station to start generating research credits. Oh. Okay, I'm at least going to take a look at this thing. Donate refined shapes to increase your operator level and get research credits. I see. So we just give it random stuff that I currently don't have, but I'll build one so it stops yelling at me. Because, yeah, we don't have the little side tasks, so it just wants things. So it wants the woo-woo-zoo-zoo. Sure. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to combine those together. I mean, we already have the half shapes here. We just have to find the other stuff, which, would be conveniently right here. So I'd pipe this over, link it to this, and put it into a donation station. Easy. I'm not going to do that, though. This video has gone on long enough. But yeah, I adore this game. I think it is this is the factory automation game for people that don't want to contend with like a full 3D environment. They don't want to have to contend with threats or limited space or resources or anything. It's purely just factory automation and efficiency building. And I don't know. We can even do higher level outputs on this thing. Oh no. So we could go up a whole layer to keep working on this, or just extend these out and further. But tons of quality of life. You don't have to worry about resource scarcity. I guess you do a little bit in this one, but it's not resource scarcity so much as just like, you know, output quantity. Because if you notice, this is putting out... I wish I could actually check its full output, but it doesn't say. But, like, I'm putting out so many more of these pluses than I'm putting out these circle squares. I think because, once again, we're not actually putting out that many squares. Why am I putting out so many more circles than squares? Or no, I'm not. It's just stacked up here. And will remain stacked up because we're not providing more squares. Presumably. Yeah, because you can tell this should stay at about the same rate forever. I don't know. Anyway. What else is there to say? But to say a very quick thank you to Tubspur for reaching out and sponsoring this video. It was very kind of you. It was a ton of fun. I'm so happy to see how far this has come, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they work on next. Because this really is like the factory automation game with the best quality of life. And the best soundtrack. I haven't talked about it too much. I think I did a little earlier. But the soundtrack for this is such good, like, work background music. So if you want something to listen to, I highly recommend just grabbing the soundtrack and listening to it while you're working on other tasks too. Because I certainly do. I think I've spent hundreds of hours just listening to these songs over and over and over again. And I want to see if the soundtrack's gotten updated with some new songs for the 1.0. I'm hoping so, but I haven't heard anything new yet. Anyway, I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.